Today we are continuing our vaccinations of those in the community. This is the second round, the second dose of vaccinations today. We're anticipating close to 900 people today. Again, we're those who are scheduled for their second dose, but also we're not turning those away who it may be their first dose. So minimum 8, close to 900, but it could be more. We've seen an incredible response from the community, very excited for those who have chosen to take the vaccine, and we're seeing a lot of excitement for those who are actually coming in. This is getting them across the finish line. This was dose number 2, and they're all excited about being done with vaccinations and helping us all impact the community.
They'll wait another 10 to 14 days, and then they will be fully protected with this vaccine.
What about the variants that are being popping up all over the world and some here in the United States?
So, of course, we still need to practice social distancing. We still need to wear our masks. We still need to utilize proper hand hygiene and avoid large groups in order to make sure that we are still protected against the different variants that are being seen. I do have friends who have tested positive and had COVID over the past year, and that has been an extremely scary situation, especially in the African American community. African Americans tend to have other comorbidities that make contracting the virus a bit more serious, resulting in hospitalizations and unfortunately in death. And so I am extremely excited, and I strongly encourage all of my family and friends and community members to receive the vaccine so that we can protect ourselves and so that we can begin re-engaging with our friends and family, the things that we like to do, and return to normalcy.
We think as an organization of professional black men, we want to stand out front. We want to make a stand. We want to make a statement that for us to be leaders in our community and in the community in general, that being vaccinated is important, is critical to us getting ourselves back to a sense of normalcy. We recognize as African Americans that there have been issues in this country with vaccines, and we recognize the trepidation that people have about that. But in this instance, the disproportionate relationship to people being sick and to people in our community is so critical that the message we want to send from this effort and efforts in the future is that it is important for us to get vaccinated. It is important for us to get our families vaccinated, and it is important for us to get our communities back to a sense of normalcy. This is the right thing to do. This is the safe thing to do.
And for those who are unsure, I would just tell them to get the facts. For those who are apprehensive, it's typically based on things that are just either not true or rumor or other things that can be easily substantiated. So get the facts and get vaccinated. Well, Blue Cross is involved because our mission is to improve the health and lives of Louisianians. And so for us, it's just logical for us to partner with organizations like the 100 Black Men of Metro Baton Rouge and Baton Rouge General to do our part to help stop the spread. The personal connections are real. I have had a number of family members and friends who have contracted COVID, and I've even unfortunately had family members and friends who have passed away from the virus. So I think this is personal for all of us, which is why it's so important for us to take advantage of opportunities to get vaccinated.
We had over 900 to come the first time, and there's been a steady flow of people coming in this morning so far.
What kind of questions are you getting from the people that come in?
Really, they're happy, they're elated that we've offered this to everybody, and we're just happy to be able to facilitate them getting their vaccine. And so we hadn't had any problems. We're hoping that the rain holds up for the rest of the day, but other than that, people are excited about getting vaccinated and getting back to some sense of normalcy in our community.
Well, this will be my second shot today. It wasn't that bad. I thought it would be worse than that. I heard a lot of rumors and stuff about how it might turn out and stuff, so I'm still kind of 50-50 on that.
Have you had any symptoms from the first shot?
No, sir, I did all right with the first shot.
Do you know anybody that's had COVID?
Yes, I had a couple of cousins out of town that passed from the COVID-19.
What would you say to people that may be watching this that may be a little unsure about taking the COVID test?
Well, they say it's the best thing that's going right now to kind of defeat the COVID-19, so I suggest that, you know, if you find in your heart that you really need to get out and try to get this shot so we can defeat this thing called COVID-19 and try to get back to normal in America.
It was like, get in and soon I'll be out in another 5 more minutes. So.
Did you have any side effects from the first vaccine?
I didn't have any headaches, I didn't have any fever, I didn't have any side effects. So hopefully the second one, it'll be the same.
Do you know anybody that's had COVID?
Yeah, we lost 2 in the family. One that was 35 and 72. They need to get it. They need to get it as soon as possible. That'll cut off the virus a lot.
It's my second shot, and I came out to get it because I feel like that everyone should put their mind to it to come out and get it, because I just lost my husband to COVID last month. And I just feel like everybody should come out and get it so everybody can be safe.
What about people that may be hesitant about getting the vaccine?
I think they should just talk to someone and, who had it and stuff to see how it is so they can come out and do it.
The experience today was much better than last time. No lines at all, just walked right in, didn't have to wait at all. Already got the shot, only been here 5 minutes.
What was it like when you actually got the shot?
Oh, the shot was fine. It doesn't hurt. Hopefully it won't have any side effects. The first one didn't have any side effects, so we're praying that this one don't either.
Why'd you make the decision to get the vaccination?
Oh, I just feel that if everyone get the vaccination, that we can all come together safely and we don't have to be sitting or standing 6 feet apart. We can get closer. We can hug our children, our grandchildren, and I just feel if everybody get the vaccine, this America will be coming closer to a safer place.
Do you know anybody that's had COVID?
Yes, I know some people that had it. I have some relatives, cousins, no close family members, but cousins and friends that had it.
Well, mostly like her. It was quick and fast today, and we would only be here, like she said, 5 minutes, and we took the shot with no hurting or nothing like that when you take your shot and stuff, so everything was lovely.
Why did you make the decision to get the shot?
Well, if you get the shot, then that cuts down the more time of getting the COVID-19. So if you can mingle with other peoples and stuff like that.
This is my second shot. It's been very quick and easy today. The first time it took a lot longer to get in, but today they've got us in and out, so it's been great.
Do you know anybody that's had COVID?
I know several people that have had COVID, and people who, I was afraid they weren't going to pull through. So, I take it very seriously.
What would you say to people that may not want to take the vaccine?
I think the risk of the vaccine is less than the risk of either transmitting it without knowing it or getting it. It's too serious, and I think it's important not to roll the dice. This is something we can do to try and help one another, and I think it's important that we do.
It's been great. Got in quickly, took the shot within minutes, and just hanging out until we can leave.
Any symptoms so far?
0 symptoms.
Was this your first or second?
It's second vaccination.
Okay. What would you say to people that may be a little unsure about getting it?
Oh, I would tell the people to have the courage to step forward to take it, that it's important for your health and the health of those that you love around you, and for the country as well.
It's going to be my first experience here today. The National Guard people meet and greet you right when you come in. They give you direction as to where you need to go, and the hospitality is very friendly. They direct you and with no problems.
What was it like for you to get that first shot?
Well, the first shot, I just got it about 5 minutes ago, and I didn't experience anything. It didn't hurt.
Why did you make the decision to get the vaccination?
I made the decision to get the vaccine because I've had several family members who had COVID. I also had a daughter she was only 21 years old, and she also had COVID. I think, the statistics with all of the deaths, it's just too traumatic. We don't want any more families or individuals to have to go through this.
Today came in and get my vaccination, but also I'm a member of the 100 Black Men, and we were partnering with Blue Cross Blue Shield here at Glory Land to help with volunteering for vaccinations as well. Yeah.
What was it like for you to get your vaccination? Was it the first or the second?
This is my second shot. Just happy that it's over with. for this standpoint and moving on to the next phase. So hopefully we'll be able to get everyone vaccinated and get back to some sense of normalcy, yeah.
Do you know anybody that has had the COVID?
I've had a few people in my family have had it. A good friend of mine who I knew back in high school passed from COVID. So it's important that we try to get as many people out as possible, especially in the communities out here of color and minority communities and underserved communities, to really get them out here and get vaccinated.
What would you say to people that may be unsure about getting the vaccine?
You know, all I can say is, you know, we're never going to get out of this until we can at least get as many people as we possibly can vaccinated. If you're not going to get vaccinated, you're going to continue to wear a mask, continue to be locked down or just closed down, and you know, we never get back to normalcy. So it's important that we all try to get vaccinated so we can get back to some sense of getting everybody back together and being able to enjoy one another as we used to.
I have received the vaccine, my first vaccine, and actually I received my second vaccine on this afternoon.
Any side effects so far?
I have not had any side effects. I think with the first one, I may have experienced just a slight soreness at the injection site for maybe a couple of hours or so. But other than that, I did not have any types of side effects or any types of other reactions.
What would you say to people that are a little bit unsure or hesitant about getting the vaccine?
I would just say that everybody, it's a personal decision. However, I would encourage them to take the vaccine simply because we are in a process where we have lost so many lives and loved ones as it pertains to COVID-19. And if there's something like the vaccine that could actually help and cure that and also allow the world and just communities to get back to normal, people being able to see their mothers and people in nursing homes. And so that's the main reason, just for the loved ones and to be able to make the world safe again.
This is my second vaccine, and I am so happy. I was a little hesitant at first. Today's experience has been really, really nice. It's in and out. It's very organized. People are directing you to where you need to go. So it's been a really good experience.
Why did you decide to get the vaccine?
Well, I had one of my, a lot of times our cousins are like our first friends. And she passed. She went into the hospital and never came back out because of the COVID. So if it can be protected, I hope it gets to the point where we're all protected, that everyone decides to get this vaccination.
A lot of my friends got it and some of my family members got it. Fortunately, I don't know anybody that died from COVID-19, but that's just my luck. I know some people that got really sick and had to go to the hospital. I know some people that didn't get very sick at all and thought that it felt like a cold. And so that was just their experience with it. But yeah, we were all lucky enough to, I didn't get it myself. We were all lucky enough to not have to worry about that.
Why did you make the decision to get the vaccine?
I just think it's really important. I get, the flu vaccine, the HPV vaccine, all of them. I think that it's the best way to prevent it. I'd much rather have, a vaccine than ever have COVID. I'd rather, the odds of anything happening from a vaccine are so low or impossible. So I'd much rather get a vaccine than ever have to worry about being in the hospital or dying of COVID.
My experience has been great. Check in, check out. Really good experience. Everything's really organized.
Tell us if you had any side effects from getting your shots.
No side effects.
Do you know anybody that's had COVID, and if so, what was it like?
I've had family members that have had COVID. We lost 2 family members. I've had friends, and some of them have recovered. So,
what would you say to people not really sure whether they want to get the vaccine or not?
Oh, wow. I would suggest that they come and take the vaccine. I was hesitant at first, but I'm happy that I did.
I'm elated. I think we have the 100 and Blue Cross, we have had a 20-plus year relationship, and now to add the Baton Rouge General into that relationship is just absolutely exciting for us.
I am so excited to see all of our community members come out and receive their second vaccinations, to see a sigh of relief as they receive their second vaccine and they're leaving out and receiving their, I've got my COVID vaccine t-shirts from us today.
The reaction is overwhelming and overwhelmingly positive. These are individuals who are taking the personal step to get vaccinated, and you also see volunteers in the community coming together in a way that just makes it all worth it.